What's good, boys? Streaming again. So, FOMC day today. Should be a bit of a weird one. Nick, what's up, bro? How you going, bro? I was waiting for you. Wednesday, Tuesday's low. Mo, what's going on, man? First, you know it, bro. So we got FOMC coming out today. Let me get up the Forex Factory real quick. Alright, this is what we're looking at. So, been good. You both been good? That's good, boys. That's good. Yeah, I'm doing good. Yeah, so we got FOMC coming out at 2 p.m. New York time. This will have an effect on the market. It's probably going to be a pretty choppy day. Usually when FOMC releases, we have a lot of chop. And if I go into the 5-minute time frame, you can see that, we've been doing this. So, I am open to taking trades. I'm not going to be trading when FOMC actually comes out because I'll be asleep. But I'm happy to take trades today in the AM session, but I'm just going to be super careful about the trades. And the main reason that I'm actually even on the charts at all, a lot of people say, don't even trade FOMC, don't even bother. The reason that I'm trading it is because I haven't got any experience with it. London looks rough, yeah, I know. But yeah, I don't have any experience trading the day of FOMC, really, because I've always skipped it, and it's good to get screen time in bad conditions just as much as it is in good conditions, in my opinion. So if I take any trades, I'll be really careful about what I'm taking. But yeah. This isn't even a news release. This is literally just when the new day's candle opened. So we've got a huge new day opening gap. Like crazy ass gap. Which I need to see filled. So we might decide that filling half of it is good enough. Or we might decide to fill the whole thing and take the low. Less risk or still the same risk? I'll take the same amount of risk. I'll take the same amount of risk, but I'm just going to sort of see what's happening, see what the market looks like, and then make a play off of that. So we have a huge SMT, actually, to the downside here. So maybe there's a chance that NQ doesn't ever take these lows. Maybe just these ones. Be careful. I will, bro. I will. I'm thinking as well, if I end up taking a trade, I'm going to film a trade recap after the stream. So I'll make a YouTube video, basically just like the live execution of the trade and then also a trade recap, and I'll just film that while I'm on stream. So once I finish my trade, I'll probably just won't read the chat for a little bit while I sort of film it while streaming. You know what I mean? There was a hair floating around. Yeah, I think like that's a good approach. I've been trying to think about how I can film my trade recaps because I don't know, I thought if I'm going to film a trade recap and I'm already streaming while I'm trading, I may as well just include both. So I'll start the video from when I am like about to enter the trade, film the whole trade, and then film a recap after that on why I took the trade and just clip it up. Sort of thing. Currently delivering from this 15-minute. Another one. What's up, Hussein? How you going, bro? Man, I got work at 9 a.m. tomorrow morning, so I'm going to be a tired boy, but you know what? This is more important to me. Still standing on business. Bloody oath. Pretty underwhelming meteor shower, eh, Nick? I'm glad you didn't drive like half an hour to see that shit like I did. Because you would have got baited. I'm saying your name better than the locals. It's pretty easy to say, bro. Who's saying? Mullum, what's going on, bro? Fucking A was just chill watching the sky. It was, bro, like, I wasn't mad that I went and didn't really see much. It was still nice to just get a moment, you know? Just stood there like this for about half an hour, just looking up, and I was about to say to my mate, should we go? Like, we're not seeing anything. And I was like, you know what? This is actually kind of chill. My neck hurts, and my neck's low-key sore today from just looking up, but don't have to see a meteor shower to just look up at the sky every now and then. Bro, this photo I can't believe. On my phone, dude. I don't know if it even looks very good on the video, but I don't know how my phone can take a photo like that, bro. We don't get to see them here. Yeah, pretty. I think it was you can only see it from the southern hemisphere or something like that. Bro, that picture is better. I used to do some like night photography on my camera. I bought like a proper camera, and I used to do night photography on it, and this photo on my phone is better than the ones I used to take, I reckon. So realistically, before I enter any trades, I kind of want to see this low and this low just get wrecked, because until those lows are taken, I don't feel confident, to be honest with you, taking shorts. Like, they may as well put dollar signs on the bottom of these candles. But this SMT could mean that we don't do that. And we've still got 150 points for those lows. So we might even... The gap's going to get filled, yeah. So we might even just fill the whole gap, and that's enough because of this SMT. But, like, it'd be just a lot easier and easier for me to follow my model if we just take all the lows, you know. But there's a lot of moves that need to be made to reach 140 points. So I'll probably wait for market open to see if market open just does it all for us. I can take it as an entry targeting the liquidity. Yeah. I might do that if market opens and we come up into this 15-minute. Am I sometimes looking at YM for SMTs? No, I don't really do that. I just use ES. I also need to get these London highs and lows. So we've taken London's highs already. We're moving lower. Don't overcomplicate it, keep it simple as it is. Yeah, I don't really actually trade that complicated, to be honest. But I do just need to be careful today with FOMC is really all. So Like I said, I haven't traded FOMC much, but from what I've heard, we like to do this. And then FOMC does this. Or we like to do this. And FOMC does this. So I'm just going to be patient boy today. Just look at the current market. Don't look back too far. Well, I'm only looking till the end of the day yesterday, so I'm not looking back very far at all. But I think it's important to look at the high time frames. We don't really have much on the 4 hour and above except for this. So we're delivering from these 4 hour imbalances up here and going lower. So I definitely have, this is definitely my draw on liquidity, but we'll just have to see what happens. We put in an SMT yesterday down here, and this is when I was trading. I actually took shorts on ES to these lows, and we never got them last night. But on NQ we did. No, sorry. These lows, I took a short towards these lows, and we didn't get them. Or maybe it was these lows. One to one is king. Fuck yeah, bro. I just got a comment before from someone saying, how do you deal with the back and forth with one-to-one trades? And I get what he means, because like, yesterday, let's just say for example, yesterday I took a winning trade, and then today I take a losing trade. Now I'm back to exactly where I was, and it's been 2 days. But the way that I deal with that is, it's the same. It's literally the same regardless of what risk to reward ratio you use. You could have hit take profit on a 1-to-3 2 days ago, and let's say you risked 100, you made 300, and then today, tomorrow, and the next day you take 3 losses back to back, and now you're back. It's the same exact shit. So it's really just picking a risk to reward ratio that you're able to have good psychology with. And the way that I trade is like, I don't look to try and catch the bottom. Try turning the volume up on my microphone. I should clip this and post it as a response to the comment. He commented it on my TikTok. I'm just going to make a video reply to it later, probably, and just say the same thing. Maybe I'll mention it again in my trade recap. Do you guys think that I should be turning up my mic volume? Nathan Rodriguez said that I need to turn it up a bit. Do you think I should, or you think it's fine? I feel like I have it at a pretty good level, so I don't want to mess with it, but I'm happy to turn it up. I just got like a little slider here. Maybe just turn up your volume a little bit, Nathan. Also, thanks for joining, Nathan. Sick to see you from Spain. I find it so sick how people can just watch. Like, I'm just a kid in Australia and people can watch from anywhere in the world. I find that so sick, man. imagine telling uh, a baker from 1800 that he could talk to someone from Spain, America, London, and Australia all at the exact same time. You'd probably get hung for being a witch. Wait for the meet and greet soon. Shit, man. I think I'm a bit of a way off with all that, but I'd have to get in a private jet and fly all around the world because you guys are from everywhere. My goal in the next week is to get some get some stuff to put up on this wall because the background's kind of boring. Thailand is the place. I think I'm gonna go to Thailand. I think I'm going to Thailand in 2027 or something. Because I've got a wedding there. Someone's having their wedding there, so I might go there. I've got friends and stuff that have been to Thailand. They reckon it's sick. Were you just born there, Hussein, or did you? Mona Lisa? I've only really got like skiing, like mountains and stuff. That's kind of the only. Thought I had one, but I don't. I'm really just waiting for market open at the moment. I would love to take shorts here. Pretty bearish. Delivering from this 15 minute. Got another 15 minute in the making. Some 5 minutes. Like, really anywhere in this area looks pretty nice for shorts at the moment. Like, this actually looks perfect. No, man. Why you keep getting me into some Thai shit? I'm Libyan. This is like the second time that you've said you were from Thailand. I kind of assumed you'd be from Thailand. Or do you just like Thailand? Oh, you just like it. Fair enough, bro. Fair enough. I respect that. Japan's the place to be. Yeah, I love Japan. Snow in Japan is the best snow in the world. Took 2 shorts already, 9 points total. First at 54, then at 51. Do you mean 954? Like, you're short from here on ES. Yeah, I gotcha. Oh yeah, so you shorted around here. Wait. Yeah, you shorted around here. Something like that. And then 51. What, you caught like the top of this move. That's pretty good. Nice, man. You still in that trade, or have you taken profit? Could have held a runner, bro. Runner down to these lows. Oh, no TP. Oh, well, good luck, man. I see us going down there. Are you going to keep your trade on when 9:30 market open hits? I don't know your model, but that's just something that I've had problems with in the past, so. Oh, you took TP. Okay, nice. Probably a good idea. Four points. Dude, that's a pretty quick little scalp. Didn't hold it for very long. Alright, we got 2 minutes until market open. Hoping we get a bit of volume. Like I said, I'm going to be super careful about where I'm entering trades. I really just want to get a feel for the market. Like, if market opens and we don't do much, and we just, like, if this is market open, we kind of just go like that, I'm probably not going to be looking for anything. I'm not really coming in today with, I'm not coming into today with a super strong, you know, what's the word? I'm not set on taking any trades. I'm fully expecting to not see anything and not take anything. But, you know, if something presents itself, then why not, bro? You going to your session now? No worries, bro. Good luck, man. Follow your rules, stick to the plan. You'll be good. Appreciate you for joining. Will I wait till FOMC? Nah. FOMC is at 2 p.m, so, like, FOMC is going to be here. Oh, and I will be sound asleep all the way through that. I wish I could trade the New York PM session, but I can't do it all, bro. Alright, 15 seconds till market open. Let's see what happens. Do I trade Asia? No. I could trade Asia, but I don't. Austin, how you going, bro? Thanks for joining. How you doing? So ES is still really far off filling this gap. NQ is pretty close. We've almost fully filled it. You could almost call that fully filled. But I do want to see these lows. So we're delivering from this 15 minute. We also have this 15 minute. So we'll see how price reacts out of that too. Same thing on ES. But NQ's looking better for me. I think we'll be going for the highs after taking the lows and filling out the gap. Yeah, once we take the lows, or, you know, if we take the lows, I'm definitely going to be looking for the highs. But until those lows get taken. And to be honest, like, I'm not super comfortable. You forgot it was FOMC. Yeah, that's why I put it in the title as well, actually, because I didn't want anyone to forget about that. Let's see how it's moving on EU. Oh, shit, man. Yeah. That's cooked. That's something I'd be staying out of. You trade futures at all? I actually love these emojis, bro. Another reason I think we're coming for these lows is because we've taken London's highs with a really nice wick too. It's like up, taken, and then just displacing lower for ages. You were already in, sadly. Oh, shit. And how'd that go for you? No trades taken today? Do you mean you're not going to be trading, or you are just done? Because we still got plenty of time, bro. Finna fix up my trading account tomorrow. What do you mean by that? I'll be back in 1 second. You trade one. Looks like I'm about to be stopped out, lol. This has been a shitty week for me, to say the least. That's annoying, bro. Still Wednesday, bro. Still got Thursday, Friday. Still got all next week. As long as you don't crash out, man, then there's always time. You trade one-to-ones as well. You've found tremendous more success. That's sick, bro. I'm glad it works out for you. Same here. You also trade one-to-one, so every loss is like 2 steps backwards. Yeah. Every loss does feel like 2 steps backwards. I'll give you that. But it's like I said, it's the same. It's the same with every risk to reward ratio that you use. You are going to have a higher win rate with a one-to-one. So if you're trading with a higher risk to reward ratio, when you get that winning trade, it's going to feel like you made heaps of profits, but then you're probably going to go on more losses after that, just mathematically. But it can feel with one-to-ones like you're just taking huge steps backwards every time you take losses. I do feel you on that. But it's just a matter of letting the probabilities play out. If you've been back testing your strategy, and you know what works and what gives you a likelihood of being right just slightly more often than you're wrong, then there's no need to worry. And this is sort of why I preach data collection a lot as well, because for me, since I've started collecting data with my one-to-one trades, I've taken 45 trades and I've got a 60, either a 61 or a 63% win rate. And just knowing that, like, it doesn't matter, like, it doesn't really realistically matter if you know your win rate or not, but knowing what your win rate is helps you so much with your psychology, because when you take a loss, you know what your odds were, and you know that if you just keep on doing what you've been doing, then it'll come around and the probabilities will play out, and then the wins will come. You've had a 75 to 85% win rate with a one-to-one. That's cracked. Really? How many trades is that over? Like, how many trades have you taken in that 2 months? Because that plays a big factor. Because, like, you could take 8 trades or 10 trades, 8 wins. You'd have an 80% win rate, but then you take 50 trades. Over time, the win rate's going to probably decrease a bit. But honestly, bro, if you can hit a 75% win rate, then props to you, man, but I can't. Put us on. Longer period, over 2 months, but 230 trades, 73% win rate. That's really good, man. That's a really good win rate. 8 to 10 trades per month. Okay, so you're taking about 20 trades. So, done. You're done for the day, Hussein? How'd your trade go? For some reason, every time I start streaming, I just sneeze, bro. Once you refine your strat, you will 100% get a 70% or higher win rate. Yeah, well, I'd love to have a 70% or above win rate. I'm currently at 61% or something. But, like, over time, that could go up, it could go down. But, to be honest with you, as long as it's above 50%, I'm chilling. And because now I know that I have that win rate, when I start copy trading more accounts and start trying to go a bit heavier on the prop firms, I'll just risk more. So that way, even though you're going 2 steps forward, 2 steps back, 1 step forward, 1 step forward, 1 step back, 2 steps forward, like if you're using a higher amount of risk, then that progress will be faster. And I'll know that it's safe to do that because of my win rate and my consecutive losses. Honestly, 1-to-1 doesn't stress me out as much as 3R did before. Well, yeah, that's a big thing as well. That's why I changed it, because I would take a 1-to-3 risk to reward ratio trade, and I just had no conviction that I was going to hit TP, and I just could not help but move my stop losses. Like, say I took a long here with my stop at this low for a 1-to-3. I'd be looking at this trade right now thinking, shit, man, I'm already up so much in profit. Like, it's going down now. Should I get out of this trade? Should I hold it? Like, I never used to have the confidence to just let it play out. It's just all about psychology. What works for you? What makes you more confident? But it's cool to see, Joseph, that you got that win rate. It's pretty... Oh, that was Tyler. Oh, no, you're taking 230 trades with a 73% win rate. That's cracked. That's super, super profitable. And people say trading doesn't work. Alright, so we're back into this... We're into this 15-minute gap now. I personally am still looking for these lows. So if we hold this gap on the 15-minute, which this candle closes in 40 seconds, so I want to see where we close on this gap. If we do close up here, I won't be very comfortable looking for shorts unless we come up into this one. But I want to see where this gap closes. Alright, so we closed inside the gap, which is a bit of a bearish signal for me personally. What do we do on ES? We closed above it on ES, however. But NQ looks better for me at the moment. So I'm going to mark out this imbalance. This is a pretty big imbalance. So if I was to trade this, I'd have to have a 22-point stop, which is alright, but like I would have to get lower than these lows in order to get a 1-to-1. But super nice delivery at the moment. think during this 950 macro we'll get a bit more volume. So we've closed on the 5 minute inside of this gap too. What's ES doing? We didn't get an inversion on the 5 minute. Okay, there we go. Still closed inside that gap. This is sort of the trade that I'd be looking at and going for something like that as an entry. I think that'd be super valid. And I don't want to see these lows get hit first, which it looks like they will. Okay, they have been. Which is kind of annoying. So, I'd love to go. Yeah, holy dump, bro. Drake candle, Drizzy candle. I would have loved to take this, but the reason that I don't enter after we take the low is because we could just be using this low as a liquidity sweep. So that's why I would have preferred to get an entry somewhere in here, so that way I can go break even at this low. And you know, I'm not trying to be someone else's liquidity, bro. So I think NQ's fully filled this gap now too. Yeah, so NQ's filled this gap. We got this SMT at the lows still. Use the highest time frame FVG to get inversed first. Yeah, that's what I do. But like this regardless of whether it was a 1 minute inversion, 2 minute inversion, 3 minute inversion, we still took this low first already, so it wouldn't have been valid for me regardless. But I do use the highest time frame one. Like if we have this 3 minute, or yeah, this 3 minute, and we didn't close below, but we closed below on the 1 minute, I wouldn't take that trade. At least I try not to. Sometimes there's been times where I like just haven't realized. Dude, I just realized that ES fucking has a valid setup. It's valid on ES. I didn't even... I don't know though. kind of hesitating on this one. Wicks flying everywhere. Yeah. We could be on for an SMT at the lows here. This 930 low has been taken on NQ. And this 930 low, well, this low has been taken on ES, which was 936. Hasn't been taken by ES. I'm gonna be honest, bro. It's kind of hard to be bearish here. But I like that wick. This honestly is not bad. Why am I hesitating so much, bro? I'm just gonna leave it. I feel like I'm overthinking right now, so I'm just gonna leave it for a bit. What I'm thinking right now with ES is that we got this inversion to the downside, and realistically, if I was paying attention, that would have been my entry. Stop at this high, go for a 1-to-1. But because we're now pushing up, I've like got less conviction in this trade, and if I took the entry that I planned on taking originally, I would have very low confidence in this trade now. We've put in an SMT at the lows. We've filled the gap. I honestly think I have to flip here, bro. And go long off of that. Stop at this low. Yeah, I'm gonna do that, bro. See if I get tagged in. Damn, I almost just messed up, bro. I had a second limit order there. So 5 would be... Oh, I'm only risking 360? What? I'm really trying to risk more than that. I know I'm moving around my stops a lot here, but I'm just trying to manage my risk. I'll do it that way. Yeah, I'm in a trade, bro. Got my TP at this high. 1-to-1. Basically, the reason I took this trade was we had an SMT at the lows. This inversion failed. And then we had a 1 minute inversion of this gap. And we've fully filled this imbalance here. So that's why I'm in that. And I'm actually not going break even here because I have a super, like, I don't usually target this many points. So that's why I'm not going break even there. I've got a wider stop loss. Actually though, if ES takes this high, which it has, I'll go break even now. The reason for that is because I don't want to get, I did the same thing yesterday and it saved me, was when ES took the high, I went break even and I ended up getting stopped out because ES hitting the high was what formed an SMT and a reversal. So I don't want to be in a trade and then an SMT gets formed against me and ends up stopping me out. And that's what I did yesterday and it saved my ass, so I'm willing to do that again. I want to see a bit of momentum, bro. It's almost 10. 10's about to hit now. $10, the candles are usually pretty huge because we need to put in some wicks. Alright, so that's break even. I'm probably going to keep looking for longs here, if I'm being honest. And yeah, the reason that I went break even there was because of this. So ES is taking this high, and NQ hasn't. Wait. Yep. Fuck, dude, I'm being there. It's kind of confusing, man. We've got like an SMT above, an SMT below. It's pretty tricky price action. This is going to be kind of frustrating if I get stopped at break even and run to TP, but that's just something I'm going to have to deal with, isn't it? I'm just going to screenshot this trade. Just so I can remember it, and then delete it and just clean up the chart a bit. Sometimes I enter trades and then I get stopped at break even, and then I like leave my position tool there, and then I see price playing out and like hitting my TP, and it gets in my head when I leave the tool there. I know I'm flipping my bias a lot, but I haven't really had a very set in stone bias today. And this SMT that we're putting in is kind of making me bearish again. And we still have bearish structure. And I feel like the SMT that we put in at these lows, it was it was a valid SMT, but we didn't sweep any major liquidity. So I feel like this SMT is stronger because we've actually swept liquidity on ES with it. Or something like that. There's a 5 minute down here. This is so sketch. I feel like it's actually, I mean, we're consolidating a lot here. But I feel like on the 5 minute and above, like we're moving pretty clean. I feel like I know I just took a long, but when I think about it, bro, I feel like I have to be crazy to not want to see this low get taken. Like it just looks like it's asking for it, bro. It's asking to be taken. So if we get an inversion of this gap on the 5 minute, which is still 4 minutes away, we could get a close down like here somewhere. Put my stop at this high where we had the SMT, and then target that low, which would be perfect if I'm being honest. SMT, delivery from a higher time gap, swept liquidity in line with my bias. Could be a nice short setup, but it's still pre-FOMC. Yeah, I know. I don't really know how I feel about the whole pre-FOMC thing, bro. Because, like, this is what we expect. This is what everyone says you should expect from pre-FOMC. But this here isn't really that bad price action, in my opinion. So we've taken this high now, but that high has still not been taken, so it is still an SMT. This kind of looks like a perfect short. Am I going to do a trade recap on that one also? Probably not. If I like take another trade and I actually hit TP or stop loss, then I'll do a trade recap and I'll talk about that trade. Still a good thing to talk about, but I probably wouldn't upload a video talking about a break-even trade just on its own. So it's interesting for me, but nothing really happened. He's got an inversion on the 5 minute of this gap to the upside. So I kind of got no idea now. Just going to put some question marks on it because don't actually know. Looks like it'll probably get ran. Oh, I hate going break even, dude. Sometimes I feel like just never going break even and just seeing what happens. But it also saves me so often. I have a love-hate relationship with going break even. It's so frustrating when you go break even and then you watch a trade run to your TP. It's kind of boring, bruh. Kind of a boring trading day so far. We're moving, but we're moving slow. I want to see a big sell-off. Okay, I kind of see what they're talking about now with this pre-FOMC stuff, man. I feel like so this is what I'm thinking. We've got this gap and we've got this gap. We've inversed this gap and then held this gap with an SMT at the lows. So we're probably going to take this high. But there's no valid trade entries anywhere in here. And I just wish that I left this trade running. I feel like I closed that trade out of fear. But I don't know. Let's just zoom out a bit. That's what I need to do. I want to see what this 4-hour candle's doing. Why are you craving cereal? I could go for some cereal. I feel like I'm being boring. I'm sort of like thinking a little bit about trading, but I'm also sort of just watching not much happen. Cocoa Pops, oh my god, bro. That would be so good right now. Cocoa Pops. You know what's actually busting though? Is just rice bubbles with sugar on it. Or like vanilla yogurt. You gonna make a bowl? Alright, bro. I haven't had Cocoa Pops or rice bubbles in like so long. Oh man, I want to see some momentum. I don't really care which way it is. I'm going to fall asleep standing up. These two 5-minute candles have been so hard to watch. Is anyone taking any trades, or everyone's just watching as well? You haven't taken any trades either? One break even? Yeah, same here. It's like, are we going to take this high or are we not? Who's going to decide? I bet if I put in a buy, we'll inverse this gap. Bro. Maybe it's bedtime. I'll give it a little bit longer. It's only 10:20. Do I watch TJR's recaps? Nah. I see them on my YouTube all the time. I watched like 5 minutes of it this morning. But I don't really trade the same way as TJR anymore. Like, I find it interesting watching his trade recaps because he marks out a lot of the same levels as me. And he has the same bias as me pretty often. But I don't actually watch his recaps. You took a loss on gold? Shit, man. That's unlucky. Was this still on paper? You still doing paper trading, or? It's been a pretty boring week for me. It's been 3 trading days and I haven't really taken anything, which is probably a good thing. But trading is like the slowest fast money that you can make. Like, it's just such a long process if you're using good risk management. Like, I can't wait until the day. Man, I should have held this trade. That would have hit TP. Guess I'll take note of it. That's definitely the biggest problem I have in my trading, is just not ever being very convinced on whether I should have gone break even or not. And I just don't know really a very good workaround for that. Yes, but thinking of switching back, as in like buying an account. Or depositing whatever it is that you're doing. I'm stretching right now if you're wondering why I'm moving around so much. No SMT. We do actually have a slight gap here. We don't have it on NQ, but is that a good trade? Probably not. Liquidity sweep. How many points is it? 1.25. Probably not enough. There's just so many wicks, bro. There's nothing to trade. It's like wick, wick, wick. The only thing really is this 15-minute inversion, which kind of makes sense. But it's kind of just like buying into a position late. But if we closed up here in a minute, gonna hit the hay, bro. Market is fried. Catch you next week. No worries, bro. I mean, it's only a Wednesday, so I'll still be trading, but yeah, fair enough, dude. I'll probably be hitting the hay pretty soon as well. Appreciate you for watching, man. This actually would not be a bad trade. Yeah, we didn't get it on either. Alright, boys, I'm going to call it as well. Market's been pretty slow. I'm still going to watch it for a little while, but this is starting to become a pretty uneventful stream. So, yeah, I might, if I take any trades, I'll do a recap. But for now, I don't think I will be. Yeah, thanks for joining, everybody. I think it was good that we all sort of, sat out today a little bit. But yeah, I'll let you know if I take any more trades. Appreciate you all. Catch you.